Kevin, I guess it was one of those games where bend don't break, but I imagine you can't help but be pleased with just the way the defense continually performs. Made it difficult for both quarterbacks, really, and Sweeney tonight.
Well, we turned them over a lot. That was the key. Very similar to what we did in the state championship game in terms of having a positive turnover margin. I thought we handled the run game exceptionally well with the exception of one snap. And not very many teams are just going to shut him down like that, and I thought we did an excellent job. Offensively, proud of our offensive line. Thought we ran the ball fairly well. You know, Trevor had his moments. You know, the first pick six, I'm glad he came back after that and played pretty well.
That's what I was going to ask you about Trevor. I mean, it could have been tough there, especially after a pick six to start the game. This could have been a totally different ball game. How nice was it to see him to make some nice throws even in that fourth quarter that led to a touchdown?
Well, that's a huge throw in the fourth quarter. That kind of ended the game in terms of we could hold up defensively. And, you know, he's learning, and he's getting better, and he's got talent. It's, you know, just frustrating because you want to see him be a little bit more consistent.
Obviously, I've known you long enough to know you would never say be happy about a game where you say you got some things to work on, but how pleased are you just to watch what these guys are doing? And, I mean, you're 3-0, not 0-3.
Well, we're doing what we expected to do. This is an experienced football team. A lot of guys have played a lot of football, and, you know, we've got to get better on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's just the fact. And I thought we were a little better tonight most of the time than what we've been, and we just keep making short strides. We're going to be in pretty good shape, but as I've said last week, this is the toughest part of our schedule. I mean, we've got Mayo, Elder, Trinity in our next 3 games. We're going to know a lot more about ourselves when that's all over with.
You know, this is just, you know, such a big game, and even though, you know, it wasn't exactly as clean or anything that you wanted, I mean, this has to be good momentum heading forward into your schedule.
It is, but this is just a barometer of where we're at. We play again in November. All of us will be totally different. I mean, you don't know what injuries are going to do. You don't know how people mature, how well they're playing in November. So those are the ones that you really remember, the ones that occurred in the playoffs. So we want to continue to get better as a football team.
Coach, just speaking about your defense a little bit, you know, coming up with a lot of stops in key situations. What did you see from them tonight that you thought stood out?
It's an experienced group that should play the way they play. And
final statistics first.
I've said all summer that's the fastest secondary that I've coached at St. X. Might not be the fastest secondary I've coached because at Bowling Green we had a lot of guys that could run, but makes sense on how we covered. You know, I thought we did a great job breaking on the ball tonight. I thought our defensive front was really stout against the run game. Would like to see us get a little better pressure, you know, at times in terms of pass rush, but we'll continue to work on that.
Did you plan to run so much, or was it after that first pick six where you kind of were looking to maybe keep things on the ground a bit more?
No, I mean, we need to be able to run the football. We're huge up front in the offensive line. And if those guys continue to get better, I like our running backs. I think we're playing 3, and all of them can play. And that's going to be our bread and butter.